Okay, in this video what we're going to do is look at part 11 on your 12 part drawings. Again, you need to have at least 8 of the 12 drawn for the assignment, and in particular this is going to be a video on 11, how to draw 11. So what we're going to do, start off with opening up Inventor, and we're going to click on New and Standard IPT and create a new file, or create a new part. And from there, we're going to create a 2D sketch. And with this particular one, I'm going to start with the XY plane, that vertical plane here in the center. And I'll select that. It takes us into 2D drawing mode, so we get our drawing tools in 2D drawing mode. And again, make sure before you start a part, you always figure out what the overall height, the depth, and length of the part is. That'll help you get things started. So with this particular one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my rectangle tool. I'm going to start at the origin here at the 0, 0. I'm going to start drawing out a rectangle, and I'm going to make that the dimensions of 2 inches for the length, and for the height at 1.5 or 1.5. And I'm going to basically double click my center mouse button so I can see that I make sure I have all the correct dimensions. It looks good, and I'm going to finish that sketch. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Extrude, and I'm going to extrude that out at a distance of 1.25, so 1.25. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new 2D sketch on the front face. And I'm going to create another rectangle. I'm going to do it in the upper right hand corner. And this rectangle is going to be 1.5 inches, 1.5 in length, with a height of 1. And I'm going to finish that sketch. And we're going to extrude that. We're going to cut through. And we want to make sure we're cutting through this section here at a specific distance. And that distance is going to be 0.75. So we're not cutting all the way through, just through a certain segment of it. So you can see here's that segment. All right, 0.75. It's 3 blocks. Remember, each block is 1/4 of an inch when you're referring to your drawings. And again, we're just going to go 0.75 back and click OK. All right, the next thing, if you look at your drawing, there's going to be a little notch that's cut out here in the upper right hand corner. So we have to draw that out. That little segment's going to get cut out. So we're going to create another 2D sketch, and I'm going to put it right on this face here. And then from there, what I'm going to do is use my line tool. I'm going to create some guidelines. So right at this intersection point, all right, I'm going to come out to the right at 0.5. I'll create that guideline. Okay, press escape here, and I'm going to click on my line tool again, and I want my second line. It's basically you're going to go from this point down to this corner, right where that green dot is. So I'm going to create that second line from here, go all the way down to that corner. Okay, so that intersection point. Now again, for any object that we're going to extrude or cut a certain shape out, we need to have a closed off object. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. So it's going to be 1 inch for the next line. And I'm going to come down to that point right there, which is another inch. So we have this triangle right here. We're going to finish that sketch. Click on Extrude, Cut. We're going to cut through at 0.5. I'm going to select that segment there and cut that out. I'm going to go to my home button, get a nice isometric view of this, and basically that shape is done. The last thing that we would need to do is color it. So we can open up our color panel and just find a color. Gold looks good. And we're going to save this into our folder. So we'll go to File, the application icon, Save As, and we're going to save this as Part 11. Again, make sure you're saving it in your STEM or engineering folder under all your parts. Okay, you should have a folder 1 through 12, and again, you just need 8 total parts when you're to complete the assignment. Save it as an Inventor part file in IPT, and save it. And at this point in time, you are done with this particular part. So if you have any questions, refer to your instructor or ask a classmate. Good luck.